What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the New and Experienced Investor Podcast. Today, it's just the two of us. It's going to be pretty exciting. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Alex Barnett. I'm the new guy.
Joe Holmes, the experienced guy. You know, there's a song, Just the Two of Us.
Yeah.
It's a cool song.
Make it if we try.
Okay.
Today we're talking about 2026, the year, what it's going to look like coming up, policies, changes, some of it here in SoCal, some of it nationwide. So it's going to be pretty exciting stuff, I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really good year this year.
Oh, yeah. That's what I keep hearing. Definitely need that because I got a little one on the way. So, yeah, finally did it. My best deal yet. I talked Lauren into it after 4 years. She finally said yes. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. So one of the big news items over this last week was old Trumpy in Davos. And, he had a lot to say. A lot of it about affordability in the housing market. So we're going to go over some of that, and let's I want to see what you think. So one of the things he talked about was Trump doesn't want America to be a nation of renters, but experts say at least one of his proposals may put homeownership more out of reach. They can't just give it to him.
Which one was that?
So he was talking about how you could use your 401k. Oh, okay. Well, it showed it to me earlier. It's not showing it to me now. How you could use it for your down payment for your house.
Okay.
So experts are saying, that could be not good for some people because they're instead of having it in their savings account, then they're putting it into a house. And then they go, yes, of course, historically, real estate always went up. But what about 2008, huh? What if there's a major crash and all that savings in your 401k is gone? So that's what they said.
Okay.
So what do you think about that policy?
Oh, I think it's a good policy. Anytime you can buy a home as a principal residence, I think it's a great policy.
So what's the rule right now with your 401k? You can't use that?
I think you can. I think you can use a part of it. I mean, not all of it, but part of it. I don't know if he's expanding what is already allowed to be done, but, and you hear what you just said a lot out there because I don't know that everybody who's saying that knows what they're talking about.
It's usually the case, yeah.
Home ownership is the bedrock of USA. It's just like, that's right along there with mom and apple pie.
That's right.
Owning your own home.
Yeah.
For example, I bought mine 1980.
Right.
Paid $160 for it.
Yeah.
Let's say I used my 401k money.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't because there wasn't a 401k back then, but let's just say I did. Let's say I put the whole 160 from my 401k in there. I've been in the same house for 45 years. It's worth 1.4, 1.5. Was that a bad investment?
I'd say that was good.
That's through 2008, 1990s.
Right.
The .com stuff, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, real estate goes up and down. But I raised my family there. Mm-hmm. Now my grandchildren come back and visit in their parents' bedrooms. Believe it or not, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whatever he can put together to make sure that it's affordable for everybody, and be able to get something started, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, he was at the it's the World Economic Forum, and a lot of his talk.
That's where all the people who have lots of money and stuff. And so,
Yeah, it's all the world leaders.
We don't want you to get any, so
Right.
we're going to say no.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think Carl Schwab, that was his famous thing, is like basically you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy.
Yeah,
And
I don't
so,
think so.
Trump's going in there. He's saying, no, we want people to own, at least their own home.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I think the last thing I saw was like the average new home buyer, the age went up to like in their 50s.
Well, I think it was 40s.
40s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it used to be in your 20s, I thought.
Yeah, it was. It was, which is, pretty sad that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
But it is where we are. And I would think, and I don't think, I know that people who own their own homes are a lot happier than renters.
Sure.
They've got to be.
Gotta be. I mean, unless you can't afford your own home, but then you're probably pretty sad.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a renter, you're sad.
Well, not renter.
You know?
I'm saying if you own your own home and you can't make the payment at some point.
Oh, well, that's a different
yeah.
story. Yeah, that's a different story. You should probably
Then
never
you're sad.
bought it to begin with. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
Right. So kind of interesting. But yeah, it was a lot of the topics was on that, including this he had to say.
Home ownership has always been a symbol of health and vigor of American society, but that goal fell out of reach for millions and millions of people in the Biden era because interest rates went up so high. Today, I'm taking action to bring back this bedrock of the American dream. In recent years, Wall Street giants and institutional investment firms, many of you are here, many of you are good friends of mine, many of you are supporters. Sorry to do this to you, I'm so sorry. But you've driven up housing prices by purchasing hundreds of thousands of single-family homes, and it's been a great investment for them. Often as much as 10% of houses on the market. The crazy thing is a person can't get depreciation on a house, but when a corporation buys it, they get depreciation. Okay, that's something we're going to have to think about too. I don't know if too many people think about that. You buy a corporation, they buy 500 houses. They buy hundreds of thousands. They buy 500 houses. They can take depreciation. A person sweats and works and buys one house, they can't. But homes are built for people, not for corporations, and America will not become a nation of renters. We're not going to do that. That's why I have signed an executive order banning large institutional investors from buying single-family homes. It's just not fair to the public. They're not able to buy a house.
Totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, totally agree.
Right.
These, Wall Street people have plenty of other places to invest their money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to pick on single-family residences and turn them into renters. And he's right. He says, you can write it off, and if you're a homeowner, about the only thing you can write off is the interest payments and taxes.
Right.
But as an investment, and if you want to purchase a home and be an investor and rent it out, you can depreciate that home as well.
Well, yeah, and I've heard a lot of people they lump it together. So you got BlackRock, and then you got like your normal mom and pop that maybe has one or two LLCs, and they're kind of like lumping them together. People that don't know about the process, and they're saying, oh, so anyone with a corporation shouldn't be allowed to have a rental property and rent it out.
Yeah, but I think he's talking about, BlackRock. I think he's talking about the big companies that own multiple ones.
Right.
He's not necessarily targeting mom and pops.
Yeah, no, I don't think he is with that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, and we're going to talk about this here in a second, was, Warren Buffett dropped, almost like $1 billion into Lennar and D.R. Horton. And their whole thing is they're going to build single family rentals and rent them out, like whole subdivisions, which is kind of interesting. But I guess that leaves the current inventory open to, just regular people.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it a ton when I was wholesaling where, we put in an offer and all of a sudden like Open Door or hedge funds were coming in and paying way more, overpaying for it. And I don't know. I guess if you're just a normal retail buyer, you're getting outbid by them as well.
Yeah. Well, they lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of money. A lot of them are out of that business right now.
Yeah.
You know, the big boys, you know, the Black Rocks obviously, you know, survived, but they were just buying to rent it. These other companies like the Z Word were buying them to flip them.
Right.
And sell them, and they're the ones that just their algorithm wasn't working correctly. Imagine that. Wow.
I mean, at the rate they were doing it, there was no way that they could actually look at the property and see if it made sense.
No, I don't think they were. You know.
Yeah.
They were just like, here, we'll give you this, and send us some pictures, or we'll have somebody go over and look at it. And you know, when you have somebody that's not working for the company, that doesn't have a dollar interest in the property, all they want is, you know, to get paid for that inspection or whatever. They're going to say, oh, yeah, I took your pictures and stuff. It looks good to me. You know?
Right.
Like, I'm not an expert, but it looks good to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, you think about those bigger companies, they're just using investors' money. So whoever's deciding that, it's not even their own money.
No,
so
they don't care. They don't have a personal interest in the purchase at all, or the remodel, or anything else that goes on with flipping.
Right. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, from what I heard, BlackRock, big institutions, they don't even really own that many. Like, I mean, I think it's below 10% of all single-family homes.
Yeah, he said 10%. I think it's even less than that. You know?
Yeah.
But hey, whatever percentage, I agree with him. Whatever percentage it is, like, stop. You know, no more.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
let's see what happens.
Make more properties available.
I mean, he does it seem like he's just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, or I mean, it's like it's turning this whole ship around after the last 4 years is pretty tough. So
yeah, it is. I think he's got more up his sleeve. This is just basically a starting point, because I know a lot of people were complaining about that, you know, the big hedge funds and stuff buying up properties. And like you said, I'm thinking it's like 2 or 3%, but if it's up to 10%, then let's stop them and, you know, have these houses available when they start selling them to, you know, normal people that are going to go in and buy it and live in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder when all this is going to start, but he's at least announcing it. Okay, next, and then we'll jump out of the whole Davos sphere, but he gave an update on the new Fed.
Finally, I've instructed government-backed institutions to purchase up to $200 billion in mortgage bonds to bring down interest rates. And I'll be announcing a new Fed chairman in the not-too-distant future. I think he'll do a very good job. See, I gave away some of it. He gave that away. So we have something, got something. But somebody that's very respected. They're all respected. They're all great. Everyone that I interviewed is great. Everyone could do, I think, a fantastic job. Problem is they change once they get the job. They do. You know, they're saying everything I want to hear, and then they get the job. They're locked in for 6 years. They get the job, and all of a sudden, let's raise rates a little bit. I call them, sir, we'd rather not talk about this. It's amazing how people change once they have the job. It's too bad. Sort of disloyalty, but they got to do what they think is right. We have a terrible chairman right now. Jerome, too late Powell. He's always too late.
Too late.
And he's very late with interest rates, except before the election. He was just fine for the other side. So we're going to have somebody that's great, and we hope he does the right job.
Yeah. I mean, this has been the talk of the town, is these interest rates.
Yeah. And I agree with him. I think definitely, I mean, I'm predicting the interest rates are going to be down, and this is very aggressive, down to 5% by the end of the year. Obviously, we're waiting for too late to leave. Once he leaves, I think you'll see a lot of things changing at the Fed. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm. And if they lower interest rate, that saves the U.S. On paying a higher interest rate on the debt that we owe.
Right.
Like $38 trillion, I think it's up to. It's like that's going to save us money on there as well. So there's more than a housing incentive when it comes to lowering interest rates. A lot more.
Right. And then what was the thing? He's the mortgage-backed securities. What do you know anything about that? What he
Yeah,
was
that's
doing?
just kind of supply and demand, and if they take the supply out, then that means there's not a lot of demand. So hopefully they'll lower interest rates for that reason. But I think honestly that's just really kind of a dent in the bucket. It's not a lot you can do,
Right.
but it shows that he's moving in a direction that maybe a little bit here, a little bit there, and a little bit there will actually, take and impact everything,
Right.
all at once.
Right. And something we've talked about was, as soon as the interest rates come down, I mean, prices, they're going to go up.
Yes.
So if you can buy something now
Yes.
before that happens,
Well,
you can hold on to.
that's my suggestion. You buy something now, hold on to it for a year or two. When the interest rates are down, just refinance it at that point. And then you've gotten the lower rate of the home that you purchased because, yes, you're right. It's supply and demand. If the interest rates go down and then everybody jumps back in to buy something and you're bidding against 5 or 6 other people, the property value is going to go up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, listen to Alex. This is a good time to jump in.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, but it just depends. It's that payment actually it's pretty substantial if you're paying 7% rather than the 5%.
I think it's down to like a little bit over 6,
Yeah.
6.25
Yeah,
right now. It
it's
was
getting
at
there.
7.5, but it's gone down 1% since he got in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was hoping it was down to 5 last year, but too late. It's still there.
Well, and I saw somebody posted that we've reached a threshold, or we crossed a threshold where more people have 6% interest rates than like 2 or 3% or something.
Oh,
So
that's possible.
yeah, so now that's kind of like unlocking certain things.
Yeah.
So because that was the biggest thing that was kind of stagnant was people were sitting on these 3%, and it's makes sense that they didn't want to sell,
Yeah.
but we got to get the market moving. Okay, so yeah, jumping over to something else is old Buffy, as I like to call him. He is making a $1 billion bet on America's housing future. So he's placed a nearly $1 billion bet on 2 of America's most controversial home builders, companies often criticized for building what some call disposable houses. While much of the market worries about a housing crash, Berkshire Hathaway quietly accumulated $800 million in Lennar stock and $191 million in D.R. Horton during the first half of 2025. So this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Trump's in Davos talking to the World Economic Forum saying we want people to be homeowners. And then Warren Buffett's out here funding the 2 of the biggest home builders that apparently build crap houses to rent to people. So it's gonna be interesting. The 2 things happening at the same time.
Yeah.
You
Warren's on his way out.
Yeah. I saw he gave someone else the reins or something.
Yeah. And I don't know if they're going to count this as his last, trade or not. But you live on your last trade. If it's a good trade, then fine, and your reputation's intact. If it's not, then it's not.
Right. Right.
And so I don't know that. Obviously, he wasn't in the loop with the president because I think the president's going to stop this. They're going to change this. They're going to say, you can't sell to corporate people. In fact, that's the new law.
Right.
His new law.
Right.
So I don't know that at the end of the day, this is going to be, I think, the home run that he was looking for. It's just, it's just going to be a regular, first base hit.
Right.
Not the home run that he was looking for.
Right. I mean, and maybe he's just looking at the numbers. Like it says here, mortgage rates remain stuck at 6.5. That could change. Median home prices hit 435,000. First time home buyers make up just 24% of the market, the lowest since 1981. And that was probably just a interest rate thing as well, 1981.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people were sitting on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how these things just repeat.
Yeah.
So he's banking on people just wanting to be renters, but they don't want to live in apartment buildings. So, if you can get a house that you don't have to do the maintenance on.
1981, I bought my house 1980. The interest rate that I paid was 14%.
Good Lord.
Yeah, 14%.
It's mobile home rates.
14%.
Wow.
Yes. 14%. So, yes.
It says builders are quietly pivoting. D.R. Horton has built more than 14,000 rental homes since 2019. Lennar partnered with Invitation Homes, which owns 80,000 rentals nationwide. Mm-hmm. So, I wonder if he's going to break up these guys.
That's not going to happen with the new law that he put in place. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are not going to lose money. But they're not going to make the home run, like I said, that they were looking to make.
I don't think so. Oh, here he is. Here's your boy.
Yeah.
As a result, the American dream is not disappearing. It is being destroyed by Wall Street and corporate greed. Oh, and there's your other guy, old Schwabi.
Yeah.
Subscription-based style of service. Yeah, so they just want everything on subscription-based. Kind of makes sense. But, I mean, and all these things that Trump is doing, I just get scared that in the next 4 years, if somebody else gets in there, they're going to literally on the first day go back and like undo everything,
Yeah.
That part sucks.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen and vote Republican.
All right. You heard it here. That's the only way. So I found an interesting article here on Bigger Pockets and kind of wanted to get your take. We've got controversial climate risk scores keep rising, and it's a major dent on investor profits. And it's basically lenders and insurance companies are coming up with this, score. And, it's obviously just making it almost impossible to have a long-term rental, even out of state, because insurance is just going through the roof everywhere. Mm-hmm. I mean, out here we have fires. Everywhere else they have floods, hurricanes, and it's becoming increasingly hard for investors to make a profit. What do we do about that?
I think this too shall pass, and the insurance companies are just basically greedy. Do they have risk? Absolutely. I think a lot of that risk can be mitigated by the state and the local governments and stuff, and they're just not stepping up to the plate. So the insurance companies are saying, well, this is not working because you're not doing this, and this, so we're leaving. So again, supply and demand, and then the few that stay behind are looking at, raising their insurance fees because, that's also controlled in the state as well. You just can't raise it. It's almost like being a landlord and trying to raise rents. All that's controlled by the government and even down to the local government as well.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and it says here, okay, they're going to claim this is all science backed and data backed, but what if the data were flawed? It says in here, when we saw entire neighborhoods with a 50% probability of home flooding this year and a 99% probability of home flooding in the next 5 years, especially in areas that haven't flooded in the last 40 to 50 years, we grew very suspicious.
You know what else? I'm sorry, but if you live in an area like that, why are they even allowing you to build something? I mean, throw a mobile home in there, I can understand, but if you've had if you're like in Hurricane Alley, it's like you shouldn't be building in Hurricane Alley.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, we've got the big one, California. We're all waiting for that earthquake, but we all know it. You know, it's not like every year, you know, Florida experiences hurricanes and a lot of other states experience stuff like that. It's like, hello, why do you let them rebuild in, you know, places like that? I don't understand.
I mean, they're basically saying these scores are based off of their models, their computer models.
Well, maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're saying, you know, 99% chance it's going to flood. We're kind of telling you that we're not going to insure it because it's going to flood in 5 years. So maybe you should think about building someplace else.
Yeah.
Moving someplace else.
Yeah. I mean, it just becomes at some point, where do you go? You know,
there's a lot of land.
But where?
Yes.
If you want to live in Naples, like by the water.
In California, we have Barstow.
Oh God. Yeah, you go from Naples to Barstow. That's a sad day.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of places to live.
Yeah. But it's interesting.
We can't all live by the beach.
Well, I know,
like
and that is a problem.
Okay, we cannot all live by the beach.
Luckily, did you see Bill Gates came out and basically said like climate change, like all that stuff is
It's
bullcrap?
done. Yeah, yeah, it's done. Yeah,
So you got to know at this point, it's all bullcrap.
yeah.
Just kind of press the little power button, but I gotta get a new one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so and I saw this on Zillow, or maybe it was Redfin or something. They have climate scores, and it's just like all that's made up.
4 years ago, that's all that stuff from 4 years ago.
It's all made up.
You know,
they don't actually know. That's the thing. Our local weather guy can't even get the rain right. They don't know about this stuff.
Yeah.
It's all computer modeling.
I saw the other day. I don't drive a gas car. I haven't for a long time. But I saw that the price of gas went from like $5.25 a gallon down to $4 something. We're in California, and that's a big deal.
That's a big deal, yeah.
You know, some places Trump was saying the other day it was $1.99.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's all move there.
Yeah,
$1.99 a gallon.
$1.99. Oh, actually, one thing. This is kind of reminds me. It's like, however, more than ever, people need a place to live. So take steps to ensure your properties can withstand the insurance storm that will rear its head if you invest in risk-prone areas. Take a short-term financial haircut for long-term gain. I mean, they're building the houses now in Florida where the bottom level, you can open it up and the water just goes right through it.
Yeah, hello.
So,
hello. Why didn't they do that before?
It's gonna be Water World soon, just floating barges and all that stuff. But it's kind of interesting. So, you know, any way they can kind of squeeze some more money out of you. But the insurance people had to pay out a couple times, and now they're sad.
Yeah, you can't blame them. You know, they're in the business of making money like the rest of us, and you know, really can't blame them. But I think maybe that's what it is. I think they're telling people is like, don't build here. Go someplace else. I know you like it here, but sorry. If you like it that much, insure yourself. Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer. Because
I mean, if we have the big one in California, we're all pretty much insured with the state insurance when it comes to earthquake, and it has a 10% deductible, I believe.
Okay.
Around there. So do you actually think that that's going to pay out if we have the big one?
I know.
No.
Yeah, it's like apocalyptic.
It's like
trying to collect on your claims.
Yeah, good luck.
I mean, look at what happened to Altadena and Pasadena, and I mean, people are still
Malibu.
They're in a battle. They're in a battle.
How many houses have they built now?
I don't know.
3?
Not a lot.
I don't know. It's like that's crazy.
And I think they had their permits before the fires, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So they're like, no, we did issue some permits, but they had already started before the fires. So
nice.
That doesn't even count.
Nice.
But yeah, kind of interesting. So we have some new 2026 California rental laws. What landlords and tenants must know.
Did you know California's rental laws got a major overhaul in 2026? If you're a landlord or renter, these changes could affect your lease, your rights, and your wallet. And some of them are bigger than people realize. So today I'm breaking down exactly what's changing in California landlord-tenant law for this channel. Do you know what it actually means for a rental unit to be considered habitable? Under AB 628, that definition is expanding in 2026. In addition to existing requirements like running water, heat, a pest-free unit, every residential unit in the state of California must now include a working stove and fridge.
That's new.
Yeah, that's new. And I went to a meeting the other day. I believe he was Carr or maybe MLS. I don't know. One of the attorneys from there basically said this. But what he said that was interesting to me was that you only need to supply the refrigerator if they ask for it.
Ah.
Yeah. So if they his example was if they have their own,
right?
That's like $5,000 that they love, they can use that one.
Yeah.
You don't have to force them to use what, you have in there.
Well, and they're getting the landlord special, which is
correct. Exactly. Yeah. Ice maker. Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
It's going to be off of Craigslist.
Yeah.
No, I cleaned it out. It's fine.
Yeah. It's fine. It works, If it doesn't work, call me back. You want ice?
You paint the inside.
You have to go to Ralph's and buy a bag of ice and bring it back home.
Or you get the little trays.
Or get the little trays. My God, I forgot about those. Yeah, the little trays, the metal ones. They have the plastic ones.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Lauren
those.
and I had that in the studio in Seal Beach
Did you?
for a very long time.
Okay.
And then we got a real ice maker, and it was unbelievable. It was life-changing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of interesting.
It's there, automatic,
Yeah, and I don't know. It's probably fine, right? I don't like that they're making it a law, but there must be a lot of slumlords out there still.
Oh, my God. I don't know. I can't imagine that. It's like, why are you throwing stove in there? Of course you have to have a stove.
Some people just do. I mean, when you look up studios, so it'll just be hot plate.
Yeah.
And
well, that was the attorney's concern was, this is just opening the door. What are they going to want next? They want air conditioning.
Yeah.
Next.
Which they don't really require.
No,
not by the beach.
Yeah. But
if
they put a law that says you have to have air conditioning, then okay.
Yeah.
You may have to rewire the whole house just to put, modern air conditioning in. So there's a lot of expenses that go towards, the rehab of a place to rent it out.
Well, okay. Now maybe this is training people to want to be renters because they're going to have it better than, being a homeowner. You know what I mean?
No.
So okay, let's follow this all the way. Like you're saying, they're going to require AC, they're going to require all this stuff. Whereas if you bought a house, you're like, oh no, I could live without that stuff. Then all of a sudden, if you're a renter, all of this is required. It's going to turn a lot of landlords off.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So is that the point?
I don't know.
Overall?
I don't think so.
Or is it there's just a lot of slumlords out there, so we got to rein that in? I mean, what's the point?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's up for debate, I guess.
I guess.
But they're making it a law, and if now I could see people coming in, signing the lease, you forget that you have to have these things there, and then they sue you. It's a trap.
Gosh.
All this is a trap.
That's always the case.
Because when I was looking up this tenant stuff, this landlord tenant laws, there's so many law companies that are putting out infographic videos of tenant rights and how you're getting screwed over, what you need to look for to stick it to them.
Yeah. Call 1-800. We'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of freaky, but it's not going to stop me. You live and you learn, people. Okay.
applies to all leases entered into, amended, or extended on or after January 1st, 2026 into the future. These appliances are now part of what California calls their statewide habitability standard. This means landlords are responsible for repair or replacement.
All right.
Rent. So what exactly happens to a rental unit after a major natural disaster like we had in the recent LA wildfires? That's where SB 610 comes in. That law clarifies the landlord and tenant responsibilities when a rental unit is damaged by a declared emergency like fires, floods, or similar disasters. If a unit is under a mandatory evacuation order, the tenant does not owe rent during that time, and any prepaid rent must be refunded. So for example, you paid your rent on the 1st, a mandatory evacuation starts on the 15th, the landlord must refund the portion of rent covering the period after the evacuation begins until...
What's common sense?
That seems
don't you
fair.
think?
That
Yeah,
seems fair.
Absolutely, that's common sense.
That's where
you
I'm
know?
like, are there people out there just...
And maybe that's a quick way to evict somebody as well. Like declare it a disaster. Oh, it's been declared a disaster. You have to leave.
You have to leave. There's natural gas coming out from the bottom. Get out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a good idea, actually. But I mean, it must be that
Why would
landlords-
anybody not pay, somebody?
no,
I
they're
don't
making
understand
them
that.
pay. They're being like, I don't care. There was
No,
a
no,
flood.
no,
you
that's
still have to
crazy.
pay on the 1st. I don't care.
No, that's crazy. That's pretty dumb.
I mean, it must be people are doing it.
Yeah.
People are doing it and then somehow putting it on their...
I mean, if they're there, if they're using the
but you're
space,
saying mandatory evacuation.
no,
like,
yeah, no,
they're dragging me out of my house.
yeah,
I shouldn't have to pay the next month's rent.
yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of common sense, but apparently slumlords are out there.
This next one isn't incredibly common, but it does come up. Hence, that's why we have this law, AB 1414. If a landlord is charging tenants for bulk internet service, tenants now have the right to opt out of that monthly fee. They can't be required to use whoever is provided by the landlord. So a landlord cannot require a tenant to pay for a specific internet plan as a condition of tenancy, as long as they properly opt out of that. And there's a new law for tenants who rely on Social Security benefits. AB 246, which went through several different versions. It started out as an LA County rent moratorium before it changed. The final law creates a temporary eviction defense for those who rely on Social Security benefits. So if a tenant's failure to pay rent is directly caused by Social Security benefits being delayed, reduced, or terminated, and it's through no fault of the tenant, if the landlord moves forward with an eviction, the renter can use this as an affirmative defense for non-payment eviction cases. This does not erase the rent that's owed. The renter still has to pay it, but it does offer protection until the Social Security payments are rolling back in.
I mean, everything he's saying,
that's fine.
honestly, which is really surprising to me, is all common
Right.
sense.
Right.
This is coming from California? No way.
So, I mean, it must be a law for a reason. They must have made it for a reason because, some dickhead was like, sorry, I don't care if you're
the only time you're not going to pay your Social Security, which is never going to happen, is if the government shuts down. But they're still going to pay. They have. They continue to pay. They paid last time.
Right. Oh, even during the government shutdown?
Yeah, of course
It
they
just
did.
went through?
Yeah, kind of stop that payment. Come on, like, forget it. No, that one keeps getting paid.
Okay.
It's like, yeah,
I don't know.
that's nuts.
I don't know.
That's nuts.
Apparently people are getting evicted out there.
Yeah.
Finally, let's talk about one of the biggest friction points between landlords and renters, and that's refunding the security deposit. AB 414 modernizes the way deposits can be returned. Until now, landlords were required to physically mail a check along with an itemized list of deductions, plus comply with the new photo documentation rules. Starting in 2026, landlords can now offer electronic returns of security deposits and may email the itemized statement and required photos. And there's another big change. This is one that drove people crazy. When there are multiple tenants on a lease, renters can now specify how the deposit should be split and refunded. Previously, the landlord had no choice but to issue a single check with everybody's name on it. This update alone will save a lot of frustration on both sides. But these changes to the security deposit laws were definitely overdue. Now that you're up
Interesting.
More common sense. More common sense. Like, wow, 2026 or actually 2025 legislation for 2026. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of common sense stuff.
and it's funny because, when these things turn into laws, it's so hard to, they don't get taken off the books. So something where it was like, you need to write a check. That was before, obviously, electronic deposits. So then they had to write a law to make.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: husband and wife, they're both on the lease, and they're getting a divorce. And they leave.
Right.
Who do you write the check to?
Oh God, the wife.
No, you have to write it to both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to write it to both.
You have to
and I think that's what he's talking about.
The Venmo them 50-50.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if not, you're in trouble because you're going to owe the other 50 to the person you didn't pay.
Right.
And you better have it in writing because, I don't believe anybody. It's like, yeah, you can pay me. My husband doesn't matter.
Right,
he doesn't care. Right. And then you call the husband. You can pay it to me. My wife's okay with that. Oh, okay, good. I'll split the check in half and send both of you half.
There you go.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, unless you give me a court order that says it's supposed to go to this person. If not, I'm paying half and half.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about the tenants, except he was saying that they're writing one check with everybody's name on it, which means everybody has to go to the bank and sign in front of them. Yeah, that was a little bit inconvenient.
Yeah.
So why not write 4 or 5 checks? Who cares?
I mean, maybe that was the law. I don't know.
No. That's just laziness. That's all that was. Just laziness.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
Was the picture thing that's always been in place? You have to take pictures of everything.
That started last year.
Okay.
Another good common sense thing is take pictures before people move in and then after. Okay, they move out. So you can kind of compare because you go to court and you can say, here, this damage was on the wall. Well, it wasn't on the wall. Well, yeah, he signed the contract that said it was on the wall when he moved in. Okay, there was no damage on the wall when he moved in, but when he moved out, there was damage on the wall. And here's the pictures of the walls.
Right.
Okay, this is the date January 1st, and here's the date December 31st, and there's damage on the wall.
They're like,
that's why I charged them.
AI, Your Honor. I never damaged the wall.
Yeah.
That's coming soon.
Yeah.
The AI defense.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And isn't there, I think you told us about this and we actually used it against our landlords. You have to, it was a certain time period where you have to request something when they move out. Yeah, maybe a refund or
they have to give you an accounting, and I believe it's 21 days.
Yeah.
So you best get a total accounting of what's going to be charged and what they're holding back. And see, I do things a little bit differently in that when I do the move out inspection, I literally go like, yeah, that screen's damaged. It's probably $75. Okay. So, and I write $75 for that screen, and any other damage I see, I write it down there and I say, here, probably I'm going to end up at the end of the day holding this money back. Okay. For repairs that you created. Yeah. Just sign here.
Right.
And that avoids a lot of that stuff where, where people, you charge me $500 for this. It's like, why?
Yeah.
I think the biggest, highest ticket item that I have to spend out of my pocket is cleaning. At the end of the day, around here, nobody cleans a place after somebody moves out for less than $300 to $500.
Yeah.
And these tenants just have no clue. Oh, Joe, I cleaned the place, and you send a cleaner and it's like, oh, geez, this is really dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you send them a bill for $300 or $500 and they go crazy. But, I tell them that when they're moving out that, here's your choice. When you move in, we can have a professional cleaner, which I do. They're going to come in and here's the receipt of what I paid. When you move out, I need to have a receipt that you hired a professional cleaner to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care if you're a cleaner yourself. I'm sorry, I can't accept that because I don't know how good of a cleaner you are.
Right.
I need to have my people or somebody else showing me that they clean the place, so that if it's not clean, I'm going to call them back and say, hey, we paid you $300 to $500 to clean this place, but it's not clean. You need to come back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's their choice. Either clean it before they move in, or, we're going to charge them a cleaning fee at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. When we moved out, I think they sent it was 21 days, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was like it was 23 days. And Lauren was like, haha, gotcha.
Okay.
And I think they charged us to clean the carpet, but they had put new flooring in too. So we were like, and then clean the oven, and they had replaced it. So I don't know, but we never paid it. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that'd be hard because that's normal wear and tear.
No, exactly. We were in there for 10 years, and they're like,
especially
they're like, we're going to clean it. This is how much it was. And then we saw the pictures, and we're like,
carpet,
no,
the life of a carpet is 5 with a tenant at best.
Yeah.
If it's your own home, 10.
Mm-hmm.
And your wife's going, it's time for new carpet.
Yep.
But that's normal wear and tear.
I think they were trying to get like $200 from us, but we didn't pay it. So.
Okay.
Oh well, they didn't try that hard because they didn't send it out soon enough. So.
Then they didn't come after you either.
And they didn't. Yeah. They didn't come after us
For $200.
No, they were fine.
You called their bluff.
Called their bluff, and
You're
it worked.
still hiding, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still on the run.
Okay. Got it.
Hopefully they don't see this, but that's okay. Any other big things that you predict for? Well, not even predict, but that are happening in 2026. Everyone seems to be optimistic overall.
Pretty optimistic.
People coming out of a fog and a depression. Is that why?
I think you're going to see, especially the first 3 or 4 months here, maybe into June, a lot of buyers looking to assume low interest rate loans. That's probably right now, I would say that's probably one of the, most requested questions and answers that I give to people looking to buy something. I had somebody in my office yesterday, and he's a real estate agent, and he had no idea about assumable loans. And so I sat down with him, because me, I'm a nice guy. And I walked him through the process, and I told him, this is what you need to do and how you do it. And he's looking for a place to buy here in Orange County that he's going to live in. So the only problem is Orange County is so expensive that there is not a lot of assumable loans here that you don't have to necessarily put $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to fix that gap that's there.
Someone sent me one in Dana Point.
And what was the gap?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
So basically, they have a $1 million loan that you can assume.
Okay.
The seller's willing to carry 2.
Okay.
And they want $700,000 down.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get them down lower, but
well, why don't you reverse that and say carry 7, and I'll give you 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the 7 is at 0% interest.
Oh, I think they wanted whatever the interest rate is.
Yeah. Well, they want to sell the place too, right? It's like, hello, let's make it.
Let's make a deal.
An incentive here. Let's make a deal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd reverse it on them. See what they say.
All right. And I did something. I was like, get closer to 300 down, and then I want to take over the mortgage sub 2. I mean, because I can't qualify for a million.
True.
So that's kind of how I flipped it, but I don't know if this guy can afford that.
Big house overlooking the ocean.
It's in Capo Beach area. Nice, has a pool.
Yeah,
like a 3-bedroom. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So
rehabbed or no rehab?
It looked like it was an Airbnb, so it's in decent condition.
Okay.
But it has this weird addition in the back.
This
but
from a wholesaler or seller?
Yeah, wholesaler.
Okay.
So
yeah. They're not going to fight for you.
No, I mean, this guy, he was like, I'll go back and see. So,
yeah.
I don't know. See what happens.
That's code for moving on to the next guy.
Yeah, this guy is. But yeah, they were like $700,000 down because I think they want 1.9 for the home.
And what's the ARV?
Probably like 2.1 or something, 2.1.
That's not that much either.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, finding seller finance out here is pretty tough.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
But we can all try. We can all hope. But the Assumable is, I think it's a great option if you're looking. Because I mean, if you have that website that pulls it all up, so it's a pretty smart move because there are still some, below 4 or even 4 right now seems amazing. That's like,
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You'd be pretty pumped on that.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, it's the gap. So I don't know.
If you want to live in Riverside, there's lots of them out there. Low gap, like 50 and 60. Even I saw some leaving less than that, believe it or not. But if you want to live in it, there's lots of opportunities out there. But like this guy said, I want to live in Orange County because it's way too far.
It's a thing. It's a thing, Joe.
Yeah.
People have to live in Orange County.
He says he works in Long Beach or something like that, so it's got to be Orange County because Riverside would he'd have to buy a second place over here, move his family out there, but kind of commute on the weekends.
Yeah,
live out here. So, yeah.
I mean, are there any in Long Beach? But he doesn't want to live.
There's
in
a
LA.
few in Long Beach, and we did find one in OC. It was in Brea, a nice part of Brea and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, but it was like a $200,000 gap, which he says that's not a problem.
It's not that bad.
And it was like 2.5% interest.
Jays, yeah.
Yeah. But he was even saying Brea's like Long Beach, Brea. It's
pretty
far.
Oh, okay.
It's in Orange County.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
And it's like, how can you?
Like
that's working with a typical buyer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't be too picky if you want something like that. You can't be too picky at all.
Oh man, yeah, these buyers want the world right now.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we wait long enough, it becomes a seller's market. I don't even know if that's. I guess that's good if we're in the flipping business.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it to be a seller's market? But then it's harder to get deals.
Mm-hmm. Which is what it is right now.
Well, yeah, it is.
We're a seller's market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it a buyer's market if the buyers are like dictating everything?
Well, we're just coming out of a seller's market, going into a light buyer's market, but it's still, I would say, still a seller's market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
yeah. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it just depends on bad you need to sell.
Right. Yeah, if you can wait it out.
If you can wait it out, then why even have it on the market? Just wait it out.
Well, I saw the days on market on the MLS are up to 93, the average days.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's getting up there.
That's crazy. It's 3 months average. Is that what that is? DAM?
Yeah, DOM.
DOM. What's
Days
DAM? That was like on the MLS.
Damn.
Yeah, it's DAM. It was like days.
Days on market.
Yeah,
DOM.
DOM. But they have like on the MLS it says DAM and then it said 93. So I thought that was
the only other one is CDOM, cumulative days on market.
Oh, what the heck? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it was looking at.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was pretty weird. It said 93.
You're playing with all these buttons and stuff there, so
no, I know.
I don't know.
No. Okay, see, I'm just pulling it up real quick here. Let's see if we can see it. Oh man, I missed it. Okay, never mind.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there for a second, but let me see. I'm just pulling it up really quick, people. Average DAM, average days on market for listings
must be
over last month. It went down to 89. That's good.
I don't know. And that's
headed in the other direction
for San Diego, right? Because it says South Bay.
Oh, I don't know.
That's not for all of California. That's
Okay.
just for that particular area.
Oh, all right. So South Bay, I think isn't it Redondo and?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I thought South Bay was. Redondo.
Okay, could be. Yeah, I mean
area.
that's just that part.
Okay.
That part of the MLS that
Gotcha.
you're pulling up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for the entire state. It's different in different areas.
Okay. Good to know. Anywho, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to an optimistic new year here.
Yeah, if you're listening out there, I hope you're listening. If you want to be on our podcast, please check us out, and you can either come here in person on Thursdays at 4, or we have the ability now to do kind of a Zoom type thing, so you can stay at the comfort of your home. If you'd like to share something, please reach out, and we'll get you set up with a podcast interview on a Thursday at 4 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. And this Monday, we have our meetup.
Meetup. Please show up. It's your time to shine, stand up and connect. And if you don't want to volunteer, let me know, and I'll make sure you volunteer.
Ha ha. Yeah, no, it's good. Because you can definitely meet up with people that, you need to.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you guys. Fun times. We will be back here next week. We'll see you on Monday, live in person in Irvine, California. And have a great rest of your day.
See you later. If you want some more advice on real estate investing, reach out to us one-on-one.